welcome to Crotona Park Eats. My name is Shayla and today we are making sweet potato hot pot. This dish is high in vitamin A and vitamin C and involves very little preparation. All you have to do is chop the vegetables, throw it in a pot and let it boil. The first thing we're going to do is chop an onion. I am using a red onion because I like more of a bite and it's full of flavor. If you like a more mild taste, use a yellow onion or a white onion. First you're going to chop the onion in half. As you see, I've already done that and peeled it. Then you're going to, and of course, try to keep your fingers away from the blade as much as you can. If it falls apart, that's okay. You want it to be about this consistency so that way it cooks very quickly once you put it in the oil. The next thing we're going to do is chop the fresh ginger. Ginger comes as a root. First you peel the ginger and then chop. If you want to use ground ginger instead, use about 3 teaspoons for 1 tablespoon of fresh. This is what the peeled ginger root looks like. You want to chop it just like the way you chop the onion, and then chop to a very fine consistency. Now that the ginger is chopped, we can move on to the sweet potato. First you want to wash your sweet potato and peel if you like. The skin has all the nutrients, so if you want to leave it on, that's good too. You're going to chop it just like this into 1-inch slices. And then chop again. Make little rectangles. You need 2 cups of sweet potatoes for this recipe. Now we'll move on to the mushrooms. I am using white button mushrooms. You could use cremini, baby bellas, or any kind of mushroom that you prefer. They need to be thickly sliced. You need about 2 cups of mushrooms, which is approximately 6 button mushrooms. Now we're going to chop the green pepper. As you can see, I've already chopped the pepper in half and took out the seeds. The peppers, just like the sweet potatoes, need to be about 1 inch thick. Then you want to chop again to create squares or rectangles. The last thing you need is a medium carrot. First wash the carrot, then peel it, and then it needs to be thinly sliced. Now it's time to heat the pot with some oil. You want to take a tablespoon measuring spoon, and heat up 2 tablespoons of olive oil. You want to use a large stock pot so that way there's room for all of the vegetables that you've already chopped. You want to turn the heat to medium and let that heat. Once that is ready, you want to take the onions that you've already chopped and throw them in. You also want to throw in the ginger and 4 cloves of crushed garlic. I'm going to stir that around. You can also add in the rest of the vegetables at this time. And the sweet potatoes, the mushrooms, the peppers, and the carrots. Stir that around. Once everything is in the pot, we're going to let it cook for 5 minutes. At that point, we will move on to the next step. Once the vegetables have cooked for about 5 minutes, you want to add the spices. You want to have a half teaspoon of ground cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of red chili pepper, 1 teaspoon of paprika, a half tablespoon of rosemary, and salt and pepper to taste. Now that you've added your spices, you're going to add 2 cups of water and 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. You're also going to throw in 1 vegetable bouillon cube. pot, you want to cover and allow to cook for about 20 minutes or until the vegetables are tender. This is a good time to bring another pot of water to boil and prepare a pasta as directed on the box. We are using a whole grain pasta so that has more fiber. When we come back, we're going to add our last ingredient and enjoy the dish that we made. The last ingredient we're going to add are low sodium red kidney beans. You want to use about a 15-ounce can and drain it. And give it a stir and allow it to cook for about 5 minutes. After that, we're going to toss the pasta and enjoy. When everything is cooked and the vegetables are tender, you can scoop some pasta into a bowl. Maybe about a half cup, and scoop some of the hot pot onto the pasta and add a little bit of the broth that's inside. And that is how you make sweet potato hot pot. Stay tuned for our next video. My name is Shayla and thank you for watching Crotona Parkies. Bon appetit!